This is for day 14 of the, right? 13? Hold on. Day 13 of the July Junk Journal Challenge. And the prompt is map, but I want to just start off just kind of breaking this blank page a little bit. So I'm just going to make some, whoops, and hopefully not draw on the previous page. Make some random letters just to kind of make it a little interesting. Okay. Now I have this piece of map. I have other map scraps somewhere, but I've got this scrap here, and I'm going to doodle some flowers and then kind of, I'm thinking, rip them out, and then glue them on there. So first, choose a color. I think I like this blue. And this is already kind of busy. I was kind of at first thinking that I might want to do like a more detailed flower, but now that I'm looking at how busy this is, I think it's better to keep it simple. So I'll just use the bigger tip of this marker. Ooh, these markers are pretty good for this because they're transparent. Well, pretty much all markers are transparent. Well, alcohol markers at least. Acrylic markers aren't going to be transparent. Or maybe I might fussy cut these. I think I will fussy cut them. So I'm using my I think these are called cutter bees. I don't remember. But they're just smaller scissors that look kind of like a bee. Yeah, generally for smaller shapes where I'm going to be doing a lot of turning with the scissors, I'll use my small scissors like these. If it's a small shape but like there aren't very many like fine details, then I'll just use my a pair of kids scissors that I've had since probably elementary school. If it's a large shape that doesn't have a lot of details, then I will just use my biggest scissors. But I'm going to pause this while I do the rest of the fussy cutting, and then I will be back once they're glued to the page. Alright, so I glued the flowers down, and I'm really happy with how that looks. And I found a quote from volume 1 of the Bella Grace Book of Lists, in their Tiny Truths You Only Learn by Living list, that I thought would be perfect for this page. And I've cut it out here. It says, "There is nowhere a daydream cannot take you, and it's never too expensive a trip." So I'm going to glue this on the page, thinking here. No, that's too split up, so I will glue them both here, I think. Okay. And I'm using, for both the flowers and the quote, I'm just using Elmer's all-purpose glue stick. This glue stick's alright. I do have some problems with things popping off sometimes with it, but it's definitely better than those school glue sticks. Kind of crooked, but oh well. Now, with the rest of this map, I'm going to rip it up and just add some pieces here and there. I think that's good. So I'm going to glue all these down more or less where I've placed them here. And then I will be back. So I found this old photo from a bunch of pictures that I got from a thrift store a long time ago. Or it might have been Etsy, one or the other. And I thought, like, it looks kind of like maybe she's traveling or something. So I thought I'd include it. So I fussy cut it off camera, and now, hold on. I'm going to use the Tombow liquid glue to glue it down, just because I found that like glue sticks can work for old photos, but I've had the best luck with using liquid glue. The only problem is it does, depending on the photo, it could curl up a little bit, so you just gotta press it down and occasionally check on it and make sure it's still pressed down all the way. I usually hold it like I'm doing right now, where I have different fingers at different points of it, and just kind of hold it for about 10 seconds. It's probably been about 10 seconds now. And then I just kind of watch it for a couple of seconds and see if it starts to pop up anywhere. It's kind of a little difficult for me because I don't have depth perception, but I just kind of turn my head at different angles to see better if it's popping up or anything, and it looks like it's actually good. I think it helped this time because it had this picture happened to have a very like papery back to it. I feel like this is done. So another pretty simple page here, but yeah, I always love doing windows and peek-throughs and stuff like that, which I did on the previous day's prompt, because I just love seeing like the page before. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you liked the video, please give me a like and subscribe if you would like to see my next video for this challenge. I will be doing day 14. We only have 10 days left. I might finish it before the year is over. We'll see. that is my goal, because I don't know why this challenge has been kind of like a bit up and down for me. Like, I have had days where I'm like really, really into it, and days where I'm kind of like, meh. I think this one I did get pretty into it. I really like these flowers. It's probably my favorite part of the page. But anyway, see you next time, and until then, have a wonderful day.